Hi, this is Janine Thorpe here, and I would love to show you a little bit more about how you can use your sway to tune into your energy, to tune into your body, and to choose the essential oils that can really support you with whatever you have going on for you. So the sway is something that I learned, I think it was around 20 or so, a long time ago anyway. And it's just been an invaluable tool and an invaluable resource that I have for being able to check out anything, to tell whether anything is sort of good for me or not good for me, or to help me make choices, to help me move forward in lots of different ways, help me clear my energy, come into alignment. There are just so many ways that the sway is so helpful. And what it is your body, our body, responding to something inside or in the environment, and that response letting you know whether it's a positive or a negative. So you know the way, or you might have noticed that when something is good for you or you really like it, do you find that you're just kind of moving towards it? You're moving forwards. It's like you're drawn towards it, you're connected with it, you're kind of going yes to it. And when there's something that is not good for you or that you don't like, you're kind of withdrawing and pulling back. It's like an instinctual response within our body to move towards what's good for us and away from what's not good for us. And that's exactly what it is that we're tapping into. So you can think a thought or put your attention onto something, and your body will tell you whether you have a yes positive response to that or a no negative response to that. And all it is just becoming aware of that and being quite conscious about using this this natural response that we have within us. So what we can do is, first of all, just get the feeling of it. So we'll try this out with questions or statements that you already know the answer to, like your name or where you live. And yeah, just get the feeling of what a yes or no response is like, and then we can apply it to what's going on in your life. So first of all, we need to just really be connected with ourselves. So just feel your weight in your body, feel your feet on the ground, have your feet flat on the ground. Take a breath in and let it out again. Soften your shoulders, soften your knees. And now say, my name is whatever your name is. So I will say, my name is Janine, and I move forwards. So you say your name is whatever it is, and just notice how your body responds. You know, do you find that you're swaying forwards? Okay, and let that go for now. And now go, okay, my name is something that's not your name, and just see how your body responds. So for me, I can say, well, my name is Peter, and I'm going backwards because no, my name is not Peter. So see, how does that feel for you when you try that? And allow yourself to be completely detached to the answer. Now, I will mention as well that sometimes we get confused answers. Sometimes our body doesn't sway at all, or goes side to side, or does something a bit weird and a bit fuzzy. When that happens, it's normally because we have an issue, an underlying issue around whatever it is that we're thinking about or asking about. And we could look at that in a minute. But normally forward is a yes and back is a no. Okay, so how did you find that? Did you feel the difference? And let's try it now with where you live. So you can make this a statement or a question. So a moment ago we said my name is, and so that's a statement. You can also say is my name. So let's just try it as a question now around where we live. So I can say, do I live in Ireland right now? And I get a forward yes. And do I live in Scotland right now? And I get a no. And my body is just making that, swaying in that way. It's not me making it. So try that out and see for yourself. You know, either make a statement, I live in such and such a country, or do I live in such and such a country? And see how your body responds. And just breathe. Remember to soften your knees, soften your shoulders. Okay. All right, so now hopefully you're getting a little bit of the feeling of that sway. Another thing that's really good about doing this way is that it helps you really come into your body. A lot of the time we're off in our head, or we're ungrounded, and this is a really good way of helping us to come into our body. All right, so let's explore this in a general sense. So what is really helpful is to see in a general sense what would be really good for you, and then in a more specific sense we can look at something more specific. So with your oils in front of you, or the list of oils, maybe the survival kit, suggested survival kit list of oils, with either of those, have those just in front of you. Now I have the survival kit here with me. I have a large kit at home, but I brought just the survival kit with me. So that's the 10 most popular oils and wild orange and balance. I have them with me, but we can, with what we're about to do, if you just focus on the name of an oil, you're connecting with this energy, and your body can respond to the energy of that oil just as much as if you have the oil physically with you. Now you might decide you want to get the oil to have it physically with you, but for now, just getting the information, we can do this, no problem. And you can let that energy support a shift to happen within you even without the oil, so it's pretty cool. Okay, so just in a general sense, we're going to do a sway to choose what essential oils would be really helpful right now. So there's two ways you can do this. One is to go through the list in sequence, the top one, or the first oil that you have, the next one, the next one. So you might like to do it that way. Just check each in turn. See, is this the oil that's right for me right now? Yes, no. Is this the oil that's right for me? Yes, no. Is this the oil that's right for me right now? And you might get one or more oils. Another way is to randomly go through your collection of oils or the list. Whichever one jumps out at you, or you feel drawn to, or maybe the name pops into your mind. So whichever those you prefer, go just ask yourself, okay, is this oil, so what I'll do is I'll pick up one of the oils and I'll hold it. If you're using the list, point your finger at whichever one you're testing for, and I'll go, okay, is this oil, it's quite helpful to close your eyes, so is this oil really helpful for me right now? Oh, and I'm getting a yes. So ask the question and see how your body responds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put it a bit on my hand and breathe it in. Okay, and again you just notice what's going on in your body. So to me, I feel a bit stronger, I feel more connected with myself. I feel in some way a bit sort of liberated. I feel like there's more spaciousness around me. Okay. And you may or may not notice a shift happening. There will be a shift, but you may or may not notice it. But just give yourself a few moments. Okay. All right, so how are you getting on with this one? And give yourself a little bit of time to just sort of get used to this whole thing. And the good thing is it doesn't really matter which oil we choose, so there isn't pressure on to get the right oil, because really it doesn't matter. So there's no pressure from that point of view. All right, so let's go to the next oil, either on your list or in sequence, or a random one, the random one that pops into your mind. So I'm going to go random again, so I'm going to go with lavender. And what you'll find is actually this is a really, really good way. Have your body corroborate or respond in different ways is a really, really good way to increase your intuition or your sense of trusting yourself. Okay. All right. So when you're testing, you can either smell it to see is it right for you, or you can just hold it. Okay, so now I'm going to go, okay, is this oil a really good oil for me to use right now? Okay, and I'm getting a no, I'm swaying backwards. So how is this for you? So then I can just put it away, that just in this moment, I don't really need it in this moment. So how is this one for you? Okay. All right, let's just do one more of these. And this is again just a for general well-being. Okay, let me test another one, oregano. Okay. So again, either holding the oil or pointing at the name on the list. And again, you can either choose the next oil or you can choose a random oil. All right, so is this oil good for me to use right now? Wow, I'm getting a yes. Okay, so this time I'm just going to smell it from the bottle because it's quite a hot oil. All right, so again, I can feel that shift happening. So what you do is you smell it. If you don't have the oil, I forgot to mention that a moment, if you don't have the oil, just allow yourself to be present with the energy of the oil if you're connecting with it just energetically rather than physically. You'll find that if you just allow and be present, that your energy will shift anyway, simply because you're connecting with the energy of it. This is something I did for years and years and years with essences and so on. Just connect energetically with them, even if I didn't have them physically with me. Okay, and again, you give a few moments for that shift to happen. Okay, so this is how you can choose the oils that can support you right now using your sway. So what about if you have a funny response, so you're side to side, or it's not clear, or you're not moving at all? What can happen then is that basically some underlying belief or emotion or experience or trauma or memory or something is coming up, and your energy is going, nope, we're not going there right now, or just confusion. So again, if you're getting a funny response, you can either just pause and breathe. You can see, well, maybe there's another question you can ask, one that won't sort of trigger, or you can just go, oh, okay, I've got a funny response here. Is there an oil here that would help me with this funny response? Okay, and you might get a yes or no. So if you get a yes, then go, okay, again, through your collection of oils or through your list, and go, okay, well, is this oil a good one to support me right now? And you'll find yourself drawn to, or your body will tell you which oil to choose. And you just take it out and you just take a few moments smelling it or just connecting with it energetically. And what will happen is that the energy of that oil will kind of start to detangle or disentangle the stuff, the energetic stuff, the structure, the connections, all the different things that are going on in your energy linked with that resistance or that reversal or with that block. And if you just give yourselves a few moments, it'll all start to unravel and you'll start to come into more alignment. So, okay, so I can feel lots shifting. All right, okay, and so then that's all you need to do. Give yourself some moments, and then maybe you can go back to the original question if you want to, or find another question. Sometimes the unraveling can take a little bit of time. You might want to choose a few oils. Okay. All right, so let's now, we've looked at it in a general sense, and we've looked at it, well, what happens if your energy doesn't give you a clear answer? So what happens if you want to focus on something in particular? So maybe you have a particular emotion coming up, or there's a particular belief that you know is blocking you or holding you back, or maybe you want to focus on one of your chakras, or maybe you want to focus on clearing your channel. Or maybe there's a particular experience you're having, or a relationship, or something in particular that you want to focus on. So we do exactly the same thing, only this time our intention is that we're focusing on the particular whatever it is. So if you want to bring to mind something that you want to focus on, it could be an emotion, a belief, an experience, a memory, a desire, a dream, whatever it is that you want. Okay, and have the intention, okay, this is what I want to focus on right now, and I want to choose the oils that can support me with this, whatever it is. So you let that be quite clear in your energy. Even if you don't feel clear about it, just have it as make it as a statement. If you want, you could write it down, something that kind of just keeps that focus there. Or you could draw a symbol that represents it, or just keep it in your mind. All right, so now you go again through your collection of oils, or your list of oils, and you can say, well, you can start off with, are there any oils in this collection that would be helpful for me with this focus? Okay, and you get a yes or a no. So let's say you get a yes. In fact, do you want to just do that for a moment? Just say, are there any oils in this collection that would be helpful for me right now with this particular focus? Okay. All right, and then again, you go one by one through the oils. Just as a tip, if you have a lot of oils, you might want to section them off. So you might go, are there any oils in this section? This group of oils that would be helpful for me. So you kind of, instead of having to go through 100 oils individually, you might have them divided up into areas. Makes it easier. Okay, so say for example we're using our 12 kits from the survival kit, or the 10 oils from the basic kit. Okay, and you go to the first oil either in the kit or on the list, or the oil that you've chosen that you'd feel drawn to. So say for example, air. You take the one that you feel drawn to, or you put your finger on the list. Oops. And you go, okay, is this oil really good for helping with this particular focus that I have chosen? Okay, and you might get a yes, you might get a no. Okay, if you get a yes, smell it from the bottle, put a bit on your hand, or put a bit on your hand, and breathe it in, and again allow your energy to shift. And if you are working with this energetically, where you don't have the oil physically, just take a moment where you imagine that you're connecting with that oil, and again allow your energy to shift. And again, you might want to ask, do I need to physically get this oil? Okay. So if you need more time, pause this audio so that you have time to try this out. Okay. And you might notice yourself shifting, and you might notice how you feel or what you think or your sense of whatever it is that you're focusing on. You might notice the change in that. Okay. And then you might go, okay, is there another oil that would be helpful for this focus? Yes or no? Okay. Give you a little bit of time to do that. Okay, so say for example you got a yes. Then again you choose from your selection. Take, okay, is this an oil that would be good for me? Hold it. Is this oil really good for helping me with this particular focus? And you might get a yes again, or you might get a no. Breathe it in. Allow your energy to shift. So when you're allowing your energy to shift, just be present. You don't need to do anything, just be present and allow. Okay. You might notice different emotions come up, different thoughts come in, but just allow them and keep breathing. Just keep being present. Okay, and do that just for a few moments, and then again you might notice something has shifted again about the thing that you're focusing on. And basically you do this until you feel better. You can ask, am I clear in relation to this topic that I'm focusing on? Yes, no. So probably at the beginning you may not have felt clear. You might have felt out of alignment, you might have felt all over the place, you might have felt stressed or challenged by that topic. And now you might feel clear and aligned, and you can check that. You can ask yourself, am I clear, am I aligned now in relation to the topic that you're focusing on? So you keep doing that until you do feel clear. Alrighty. So this is something that you can expand on. You can use it with far more than just oils. You can use it, say, for, some of the things I used to use it for, or still do, is even to find out if the fire retardant on a furniture is going to affect me negatively or not. Or, of course I've used it for choosing essences. You can use it for communicating, multidimensional communication. There are just so many things that you can use this way for. But just start out practicing with the oils and then see what happens. See where, what takes you forward. See how you feel. When you work with the oils, your energy will shift and clear, and you'll move into a lighter, brighter, more expanded space. And when you are in that expanded space, so much more can come in for you, and so many more opportunities and yeah, flow can come in for you, and so it's really, really valuable. So I wish you lots of joy with it and lots of fun, and yeah, I wish you the best with whatever it is you're focusing on, whatever it is you're moving forward in, and I will talk to you again soon. Okay, bye.